Welcome back to the Loveland Report and Lone Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year. Happy holidays to all of you. Thank you for listening to the best real estate show in Central Florida.
What a year. You know, I'm
Still a good year.
I'm kind of glad that this year is over, but at the end of the day, it wasn't a horrible year. It just wasn't.
We helped a lot of families.
We helped a lot of families.
A lot of people, hung in there, and you know what's great. And the one thing you think with a bad economy, thanks to Sleepy Joe, I'm always going to give him credit for that, is we didn't have a lot of defaults because people had equity from that crazy run up in COVID and the 2% and 3% interest rates. We didn't have a lot of defaults.
No.
So those people had low payments, and you were able to help them if they needed equity. You were able to help them get that out with equity lines.
I'm doing that right now because I see that with the economy the way it is right now, Cleve, and people are really experiencing inflation, right? And so even though their pay is the same, they don't have as much money at the end of the month, right? They said that it costs the average family about $24,000 extra dollars a year with this economy like that.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money. But I think that I think things will get better. I think real estate's going to pick back up. We mentioned in the last segment that we had 6% growth in real estate.
Sales are up over last year, 6% in November. And I bet you all those sales came after November 5th.
And I think that there's going to be a lot of folks jumping in the market right now. So if you are considering purchasing a home, whether you already own one or you want to buy your first one, reach out to Cleve and I. Cleve's got the agents, the buyer's agents that are ready to go, that are amazing. They're all super experienced. And then I can help you all with your mortgages. If you know somebody that's renting, maybe you have adult children or adult grandchildren, it's the new year. Make this the year. But I'll tell you, the longer you procrastinate, the longer it's going to take to get you into the house.
Stuff for them to buy right here.
What you got for
these are the homes. This is that starter price range. These are the ones that get the 10, like they got 10, 15, 20% appreciation when the market took off. We're going to go back into that. We might not get as high appreciation, but you'll get some great appreciation on this. I got one in St. Cloud, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, original owner for $339,000, 1,500 square feet, fresh carpet in it, and big open floor plan, split plan, backed up to conservation. So no neighbors out back. Nobody can ever build behind.
How much is that one?
That was $339 in St. Cloud.
There you go.
And I've got
first-time home buyer, FHA, 3.5% down.
This is 55 and better. $275,000 for 1,600 square feet. And this one here.
Is that a townhome?
Fresh carpet. No, this is a house. And Tavares, right by Mission Inn. 55 and better community. It's guard gated. And we've got fresh carpet, wood floors. Fresh
there you go. So you can be in a 55 or better community for 200 and how many thousand?
275.
Come on, guys.
And then I've got one in Tuscaloosa, downsize house for $420,000. All renovated, all new, nothing to be done to it. 1,500 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. I've got one. This is a really neat one, Bruce. This is right by, remember the old flea market in Sanford?
Yes, of course.
It's all been redeveloped into other properties now, commercial properties, and I think there's a subdivision there. This one's right by that, right off 1792. Great location. Now, this is a manufactured home, 1,300 square feet, $275,000 on a quarter acre.
Yep.
Nice no lot. HOA.
No HOA.
Dead end street. Big yard.
Is that well and septic?
Work sharp. No, actually it has septic, but it does have public
city
water.
Wow.
$275 for this. This house is in perfect shape.
There you go. First time home buyers. There you go. $275.
The neat thing about this, Bruce, is location. This is right. Like you are about half a mile, not even half a mile.
If you're a teacher, maybe you're in healthcare, you're renting right now. There's $275 on a manufactured home where you have no HOA. And is that property in nice shape?
Unincorporated Seminole County. So it's in perfect shape. Move right in. Waterfront. It's got
you got a quarter acre lot.
Yep. And we got water view out the front.
That's nice bigger than the lots they build these 3,000 square foot homes on.
Yep. And then and here I've got $290,000 in Solavita, 55 and better community, South Kissimmee.
As you get older, you're getting a lot more of these 55 and better. I think
it's the people listening to DBO just making their real estate plan. So
you're right.
I could live in that. I am over 55. And then I've got one in Kissimmee, $390,000 for 2,400 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, corner lot. This house is in excellent shape, 3-way split plan, just great price. This is the best price for a 4-3. And this is when I talk about being on the market and being in the market. These homes are in the market. They are the best prices for their type house just about anywhere around. So you look at this house, this one's going to come to, just save yourself some time. Realtors, show these first. All of my listings have co-brokes on them. So you will get paid
So
on that.
you always, when you list a home, you make sure that
I make sure
seller
the
is
other
going to pay
realtor,
the buyer's
and that's
agent.
one thing I want to talk about now. So call me at 407-352-8118. And I want to, this is the biggest thing I think of 2024, Bruce, that we passed through that. One of the biggest changes was the settlement out there that stopped us from advertising commission to the other realtors, but it didn't change the business.
No.
A lot of people freaked out. Sky is falling. A lot of let's call them hobbyists. They don't sell more than 5 homes a year, 10 homes a year. And this is what's important. You have to hire your realtor now to show you homes. You have to sign a contract with them, just like if you're listing your home. I think that's very important. People need to know what they're getting. They should know their numbers. If you ask your realtor, hey, what's my mortgage payment going to be? And they can't figure it out for you. Good Lord, people, download the app, and it's like, or call Bruce. The education system out there is gone for new agents, and everybody's virtual with no boss. They got a compliance director that makes sure they send in all the right forms, but there's nobody that tells them how to sort through buyers, make sure they're pre-approved, make sure they've talked to the loan arranger.
I see some of these agents out there.
How to write a contract, how much your closing cost going to be. If you put down 10%, what's my payment going to be? How do I structure an offer if they have to have closing costs because there is no co-broke on a property?
If you're a real estate agent out there and you don't have those answers, I think it's okay if you don't have the answers when it comes to payments.
Call.
You need the lender. Yep. So just get them over to me, and it's been great, Cleve. I've met a lot of really good realtors that listen to our show because we want to give value to our all of our people that we work with out there. And we work with all you real estate agents out there. But I've met some great realtors that have started using my services because of hearing us on the air. So I'm grateful for all of you. Happy New Year to everyone. If you'd like to talk to the loan arranger, if you'd like to get your business planning in shape, if you are a real estate agent, a builder, and you would like to discuss what I do to help my realtors and clients build their business bigger, better, more efficient, then call or text me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144, or WeBringYouHome.com. So we got a new year. Now, FHA just increase their loan limits.
That's good news.
So that means you can get an FHA loan, meaning that you could have marginal credit scores and you could put 3.5% down and you can get a mortgage up to $524,225.
So that price point's what? 7 something? 8?
Well, no, you mean as far as your loan amount?
What's my upper loan amount?
No, your maximum loan amount's 524.
Okay, so you're gonna be in the 550 range.
So you'd be 550. You can do 3.5% down. It's incredible. Mm-hmm. So, and you could have a 615 credit score. You'd never get that on a conventional loan.
Yep.
Right. So those things exist. By the way, I don't have overlays on my loans. So
you got tons of products. We know that.
I got tons of products, but if you need a purchase, refinance, VA, FHA, USDA, conventional, jumbo, doctor programs, foreign nationals, DSCRs, bank statements, reverse mortgages, reverse second mortgages, HELOCs.
Yeah, exactly. But Bruce, one thing right now, tax time coming, filing taxes before they file those taxes, especially if you want to buy a house this year. All those self-employed people that drive the F-250 King Lariat, and they've got all the, and the wife's
got
driving
money in the bank,
but their tax return shows they make 37. Yeah, it shows they make 37.
You know what? I will tell you something. I always really encouraged my business owners to file bigger taxes, pay more taxes, pay the government the money, show the income so they could qualify for better loans. But when I did the math, and I looked at it and I said, let's take a client. I had a client that makes about 500 grand a year. Okay. But he only reports 100. So he's paying taxes on 100 grand a year, which are about $25,000 in taxes per year. Right.
Yep.
So he's avoiding paying taxes on the other 400,000, which at 25% is another 100 grand in taxes. Right.
Yep.
So we looked at it. And he said, Bruce, I'm saving $100,000 in taxes by the way my CPA is doing my taxes. So what that I got to pay a little higher interest rate with you? Let's figure out how much interest I'm paying on your bank statement program versus a conventional loan. And I did this on a $500,000 purchase price with 20% down. And he was paying about $7,000 a month more in interest with my loan.
80 grand
versus 100,000
in taxes.
So don't think that just because the rate's a little bit higher for your bank statement programs, it still will save you money. Call me. Your banks don't have these programs. And the lenders that half of them do, they're mortgage brokers. They don't even do the loan in-house.
Yeah.
They don't even have any control. Everything is done in-house.
But you can also tell somebody what's best for them.
Of course I can.
By setting that up and looking at that, saying, this is the right loan for you. By the way, let's also get your credit score up here.
100%.
Can you do this down payment? Is this going to be a primary home? Is this, are we leapfrogging? All those things. By the way, what's our January 22nd is our leapfrog day.
January 22nd, 6:30 p.m. live and in person.
Go to
Winter Park, Florida. Go to WeBringYouHome.com and register. If you want to know how to buy homes the way the professionals do, not make mistakes the way the goobers did it, then listen to us. We will walk you through this process, and there is nothing for you to buy. We are just giving you education. The Loan Arrangers at WeBringYouHome.com or 407-250-9144 or Cleve Loveland at 407-352-8118 for the Loan Arranger. Yes.
All right. So I think this is going to be the year, and especially on leapfrogging, when we talk about people doing this real quick, this is Bruce talks about the simplest way, buying an investment property, Bruce. What do we need? We need 20% down.
20% down.
At least, but probably with 7% interest rates, we're not going to cash flow on that.
Not likely.
And so that means you want to put 25 or 30% down, be close on the cash flow, and you'll probably be refinancing.
Or do the leapfrog and buy it as a primary.
Yeah, but then buy a new primary. This is what we're talking about. Get glamorous. Buy your next primary. Rent your old house, which probably has a 6% rate on it.
Yep.
Or a 5% rate on it, whatever it might be. Or lower. And then you only have to put down, you don't have to empty your savings.
3.5%.
All those properties I talked
down.
about, 30% down on those is 80 to 100 grand.
Right.
Most of those.
So you're better off to follow our leapfrog process. We will show you how to buy those properties and save money and build a portfolio of real estate.
This is slow and steady too. Some of my leapfroggers this year, they will refinance if rates get down low sixes.
Anybody that bought after March of 2022 is going to refi.
Yep.
So, and when we come back, I want to I want to dive a little bit more into the refinances and who's doing that and who's buying. But in the meantime, if you're looking for new construction, my friends at Southern Homes down in Lakeland, Bartow, Sebring, Lake Wales, great builder. They'll pay all your closing costs. Use the Loan Arranger for your financing. Have them build a brand new home. They'll even build on your lot and pay your closing costs.
All the builders,
no builders will do that.
All the builders I've spoken to raising their prices.
They're raising their prices.
Raising their prices.
Trinity Family Builders. They'll pay all your closing costs. You can buy St. Cloud, Leesburg, Groveland, Mineola.
Yep.
All up and down the corridor here. Trinity Family Builders. They usually start in the mid 4s and go up from there. Call me at 407-250-9144 and I'll hook you up. If you're looking to get into the mortgage business, if you've got 2 years of experience as a loan officer, a processor, a loan officer's assistant, I am looking to hire loan officers right now, and I'm wanting to build some more branches throughout the state of Florida. If you are in the mortgage business and you want to get it and have your own branch or work for a dynamic company, call us now. Cleve and I will be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Loan Arranger radio show. Cleve Loveland, 407-352-8118. Or Bruce Woodburn, 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5.